on the Phoenix Suns, walking away with a historic 49-point win, which is the largest in NBA Cup history. Everybody got in on the action. The Thunder led by as many as 53 points, and now this group advances to the NBA Cup semifinals in Las Vegas. As we welcome you inside of Paycom Center and into Thunder Live, I'm Paris Lawson alongside Royce Young, and that now marks a 16-game win streak for Oklahoma City, which is the longest win streak now in OKC history. Now improves to 24-1 on the season, which matches the best record all time through the first 25 games of the season. This Thunder team is absolutely rolling.
Absolutely, Paris. And, you know, it's just so impressive just to see the approach of this team day in and day out. You know, we're at shoot-around this morning, the focus level of the team.
Great point.
And, you know, they just really don't skip any steps throughout their day. They're not thinking necessarily about the 17th win. They're thinking about the next win.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they're just stacking games and days up, but it's all along the line of improvement. And you just look at this game itself and the way it played out. You know, Chet Holmgren, again, just the force and physicality he played with in this one. The last two games, Paris, that's 49 points in 48 total minutes on 21 of 28 shooting for Chet. I mean, just incredible efficiency and the diversity in which he's played with. Obviously, SGA coming back tonight, he was hyper efficient as well. And here's my other big takeaway from this game is, you know, the Phoenix Suns, they're a team we talked about a lot in pregame. They want to play with physicality. They turn teams over a lot. They play very similarly to the Thunder in a lot of different ways. Both teams like to get their hands on you, play, bump you. The Thunder handled that just so much better than the Suns in terms of poise and composure, taking care of the ball, not reacting and doing something dumb like Grayson Allen did. So, you know, in a lot of areas, the Thunder just handled the pressure and intensity a lot better than the Phoenix Suns did.
Yeah, Oklahoma City, they had control of this game from the outset. At no point did Phoenix really get a grip on this game, and that's a testament to how Oklahoma City was playing on both ends of the floor. Let's bring in Chris Fisher and Michael Cage, who called all of the action that we saw here in this Emirates NBA Cup game. Guys, what were your biggest takeaways?
Just another really impressive performance by this Thunder team. Michael, let's go back to Sunday when the Thunder took down the Utah Jazz. And, I mean, that was a blowout. They had all that hot shooting in the first quarter, and that game was over almost immediately. Here we have another 40-point blowout, 49 points. This one a little bit different, a little more methodical, but still they dominated the Phoenix Suns, and they did it on both ends of the floor, both offensively and defensively. Incredibly impressive from the top of the roster down to the bottom of the roster. This was an absolute takedown.
Yeah, and this was a whole lot better team than the last team they played in the Utah Jazz. So give the guys credit for just, you know, understanding what's at stake. Emirates Cup quarterfinal, team wins tonight, goes to Las Vegas to play in the semifinals. And then you look at the other accolades that follows behind that. Paris Lawson brought it up, the 16-game winning streak. You know, you're thinking about that sometimes, not, you know, when the ball goes up, you don't think about it as a player. And then getting off to a 24-1 start. Okay, that's just some of the stuff that was, you know, coming into this game, storylines. And then you look at the numbers, 22 made threes. My goodness, that's a massive number. You shoot 59% for the field. There was only one lead change. That was at the first. Well, a tie. No lead change at all. Just one tie. 34 points off turnovers. Big number. 29 points off turnover the last time these two teams met 2 weeks ago. So you see the adjustment. You see the focus. And you see not taking anybody lightly. I mean, this is no disrespect to the Suns. This is just where the Thunder are right now. They're all firing on the same piston. And they show up and they all lock arms. They show up. They step up no matter who steps out on the floor. Because this is not the same team that played tonight that was on the court Sunday night.
Well, I guarantee you that Phoenix had the Thunder's attention going back to that first matchup in late November. And when this Thunder team plays with intent and plays with the precision and the focus that it did on nights like tonight, it's the best team in the NBA. And they just show it night after night after night. But I thought that the focus and the intent was incredible.
Focus is the perfect way to put it, Fish, considering the fact that this was a one-possession game, basically, the last time that these two teams played inside of this building. A very, very different story here tonight. Chris and Mike, thank you so much, as always, breaking it down for us. We appreciate it. There's so much great action in this game. The Thunder had 36 or more points in the first 3 quarters of this game. So what do you say we roll the tape and go from the top? Let's see how this game unfolded. In the first quarter, the Phoenix Suns, you know, they didn't really have it going early on, and a lot of that had to do with Cason Wallace just absolutely setting a tone from the outset.
I mean, it was like they started to try to do the defense chant, and the chant was at D before Cason Wallace had taken it away right
Someone
there.
say defense.
I got gone coast to coast. It was an incredible tone setter. And again, we talked about it just a second ago. I just love the assertiveness that Chet Holmgren is playing with right now. That's some of the growth in his game, how his quick and release, the things that he's doing on the offensive end. He's just such a dynamic player. But again, the Phoenix Suns, they wanted to play with a lot of physicality, a lot of intention, and they were with the Thunder a little bit early. But Oklahoma City, when they just get it rolling on you on both ends, Paris, it is hard to keep pace, even if you're making shots like this.
Yeah, look at the scoreboard. You're going to see Oklahoma City just continue to create a lot of separation. And a lot of it early on was great offense, great shot making, and great decision making. The Phoenix Suns, they would have their moments. They would try to get in the passing lanes. They had plays like this where it just felt like, okay, this is what they're advertised to do, but Oklahoma City remaining poised, just answering with plays like this.
I mean, that's like a back-to-back type of situation for J-Dub, of him just making a correction right there, a course correction on his drive, controlling, protecting the ball a little bit more. Just an incredible job by him. Incredible job by AJ. Just the moves that he puts on in traffic right there, slows his body down to be able to make that play. And Cason Wallace again nearly gets that pick six, but that ball falls back to the Phoenix Suns. There was a number of them tonight, Paris, where the Thunder almost got it, and then the Suns were able to get it back. But in this case, the Thunder are able to break out, and Cason gets what he deserves in the end, which is his pick six.
I love that possession so much because Cason started it, and Cason got a chance to finish it as well. But take a look at the ball movement for Oklahoma City. Alex Caruso, upon immediately checking into the game, knocks down a three. Great to see him back out there on the court for Oklahoma City. Very fitting that he was able to knock down a three.
Just has the defense's head spinning with the ball movement right there. Just so impressive. Again, the Phoenix Suns, they're a team that turns you over. They've played with a lot of hands, a lot of physicality, and they were up on the Thunder. They made Oklahoma City really work on the offensive end at a number of different times. But I thought the Thunder did such a great job of making an adjustment to that and just playing through a lot of that physicality and contact and just not really letting the Suns disrupt them that much.
We heard from Chet Holmgren at shoot-around. He said, look, we have to match their force with physicality, and boy, did the Thunder do that. How about that block from Chet Holmgren? 1 of 3 for him in this game tonight.
Yeah, incredible timing on that quote, because that's exactly what Chet did right there. That might be one of my favorite plays ever from Chet, by the way. Just him taking that bump. Dylan Brooks sized him up, tried to use the shoulder to bump Chet off of him. Chet takes it and goes straight up. One of the things he told me, Paris, is that it's not about absorbing the contact. You're trying to stick with the offensive player. I thought it was really insightful the way that Chet is able to do that.
His ability to just read the game, feel the game, and make the right decision. Aaron Wiggins, he does that too, knocking down threes. And I felt like this is where it started to get real contagious out there for Oklahoma City. The ball went through, and suddenly everybody's making threes.
It's like the Thunder could feel an opposing team on the ropes a little bit, and they just kind of just hit the pedal to the metal in a lot